Vietnamese American Arizona Television. Hello everyone, welcome back to our investigative report series at VAA TV. Today, Sylvan is back to give us an update on the COVID-19 situation. Hi Sylvan, thank you for being here. So the last time we spoke, you were high school at Basic Scottsdale. So where are you at your life now?
Well, I just graduated from Basic Scottsdale last May, and now I'm a rising freshman at UC San Diego. So I'm super excited for that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My understanding is that you have done some research on COVID-19 vaccine and you have an update for our audience. But before we talk about the vaccine, can you tell me why there are so many COVID-19 virus, like a Delta virus last year and an Omicron this year?
Well, see, actually, COVID-19 is just the name of the disease. The name of the virus is coronavirus. As with any virus, this virus mutates very quickly, and consequently it has so many variants. The World Health Organization uses the Greek alphabet to name the variants accordingly. So for example, the first one is called the alpha variant, the second one is called beta, the third gamma, the fourth is called delta, which everyone knows about because it caused a lot of deaths last year. For this year, we have the Omicron variant. Now, each variant also has these subvariants. So for example, Omicron variant has BA1, BA2, BA3, BA4, and BA5.
I see. So the coronavirus has many different versions and they are called variants.
Exactly.
So if there are so many different variants, how can the vaccine protect us?
Okay, so first of all, there are 4 companies in the US that have the approved vaccine for the COVID-19 infection. They're Moderna, which is an mRNA vaccine, Pfizer, also mRNA, Novavax, an abdivectin vaccine, and Johnson & Johnson, which is an adenovirus vector vaccine. They developed this vaccine aiming at protecting our body against the original coronavirus, which is also known as the alpha variant. However, studies have shown that this vaccine will also protect you if you are infected with other variants.
But I know several people who have the COVID-19 vaccine and booster shot, but they are still have positive COVID-19 tests. Why is that?
It is important to note that this vaccine protects you from having a serious infection, so something that requires a hospital admission, oxygen, or even a ventilator to help them breathe. However, the vaccine does not protect you from having an infection in general. So in other words, a person who has been vaccinated might still be infected, but their symptoms are mild and they'll eventually recover.
Okay, thanks for the clarification. And now what is the update on the vaccine?
For people who have not had any shot yet, you'll start with the primary series, which consists of 2 shots. Studies have shown that the mRNA vaccine is much more effective, so I'll only focus on the vaccines made by Moderna and Pfizer. For the Moderna vaccine, the second shot is taken 4 weeks after the first shot. For Pfizer, the second shot is taken 3 weeks after the first shot. Then you can have up to 2 boosters, each separate by about 5 months apart.
How about the children, Sylvan?
It does depend on whether the children are getting the Moderna shot or the Pfizer shot. For children about 6 months old to 17 years old, they only need 2 primary shots. No booster shot is necessary. For children from 6 months old to 4 years old, they need to have 3 primary shots, but still no booster shot is necessary. For children 5 years old or older, they have 2 primary shots and 2 booster shots, just like the adults.
Okay, so what about immunocompromised people?
For Moderna, immunocompromised children between 5 months old and 17 years old will need 3 primary shots. Immunocompromised adults 18 years old or older require 3 primary shots separated by about 4 weeks each, and then they have 2 booster shots about 4 months apart. For Pfizer, immunocompromised children between 6 months old to 4 years old will need 3 primary shots. Between 5 years old to 11 years old will need 3 primary shots and 1 booster, and for 12 years old and older will have 3 primary shots and 2 boosters.
Okay, so anything news regarding vaccine development?
Well, we mentioned earlier that the Omicron variant has caused a lot of problems this year. It has several subvariants known as BA1, BA2, 3, 4, and 5. And on August 15, 2022, the United Kingdom approved a bivariant booster developed by Moderna. This is special because the booster will stimulate the body to fight against both the original strain and the Omicron BA1 strain. Meantime, the FDA in the US has asked Moderna to produce a bivariant booster shot aiming at Omicron BA5. There is an expectation that this bivariant booster shot should be approved in a few weeks.
That is great. Thank you, Sylvan. Now, so let's summarize the key point on the vaccine.
Let's do it. Okay, so there's 4 companies that produce vaccines to prevent COVID-19. I recommend getting the mRNA vaccine either by Moderna or Pfizer because they're the most effective. Everyone ages 6 months and older in the US should receive a COVID-19 primary series vaccination. Everyone 5 years and older should receive at least 1 booster dose of COVID-19 vaccine if eligible.
So over the past 3 years, our economy is suffocated because of the pandemic. The country has been trying to return to normalcy. On August 11, 2022, CDC announced their new guideline with an effort to let people live without huge disruption from COVID. The big news is that no more social distancing. People no longer need to stay 6 feet apart. If people who are exposed to the virus must have no symptom. The people who are exposed to the virus but have no symptom, they don't need to be quarantined. They only need to wear a mask for 5 days. Is that 5 days?
I believe it's 10 days.
10 days, okay. So
right
if
track.
people who are exposed to the virus and have symptoms, CDC recommend that they should get COVID-19 tests. And if positive, then they should remain in the isolation for 5 days. CDC new guideline is based on the fact that 95% of the country population had some level of immunity to COVID. So if you have not received the vaccination or the booster, get one soon. Sylvan, thanks again for sharing your research on COVID-19 vaccination with our audience. And what is your next project?
Well, back in July, the World Health Organization declared a monkeypox outbreak as a public health emergency. Then, on August 1st, 2022, California, New York, and Illinois declared state emergency over monkeypox. By August 4th, 2022, US declared state of emergency as well. So I hope to be able to share with our audience my research on monkeypox next time.
Okay, that's great. So, all right, everyone, on the next episode, we're going to have the monkeypox outbreak reported by Sylvan. Thank you for watching. This is VAA TV.
Linh Vi xin cảm ơn sự theo dõi của tất cả quý vị trong những giây phút vừa qua. Chương trình VAA TV xin kính chào, tạm biệt và xin hẹn gặp lại quý vị vào lần phát hình kỳ tới. Mọi chi tiết về thông tin thương mại và bảo trợ, xin mời quý vị hãy liên lạc về địa chỉ email vaatelevision@gmail.com và số điện thoại là 480 289 9816 480 289 9816, website vaatv.com và vaaznews.com. Xin kính chào, tạm biệt.